Hey everyone, welcome back to my page. My name is Ariel. I'm a travel business owner and I'm also a travel business coach. If it's your first time here, be sure to like and subscribe because you're going to love it here. So today, basically, I'm going to show you guys my 5 steps on how to put together a simple group trip. Now, this is going to be for the person who wants a strategy that has been tested, something that's really quick without having to go through putting a group booking website together or a booking page on a CRM. It's going to be a quick, simple way. So go ahead and mute your distractions, grab a pen and paper because I'm going to give you my 5 steps. I created this video about a few months ago and I had some issues with the audio, so I had to unlist it. So now I'm basically coming back and just narrating over the video that I already created. All right, so starting with the 5 steps, number one is going to be you're going to need to find the right supplier that's going to be relevant to the destination that your client or you want to travel to with this group. You're going to need an inquiry form for this trip. You're going to need a CRM. Now, most CRMs are equipped with inquiry forms. If you're a new travel agent, CRM just means customer source management application. And most CRMs are equipped with inquiry forms. I separated those two on my list because I want to show you the organizational piece when it comes to using the CRM as well as the inquiry form. Number 4 is going to be a flyer. I'm going to walk you through all these steps today, y'all, on how to do this from the beginning. And then we're going to need a group chat or Facebook group to keep our group together. Now, so the first thing we're going to do is decide where we want to go. Most of my tutorials are done using Vacation Express because that's my favorite supplier, y'all. If you haven't seen the travel deals video, you have to go check that out. Also, my Travel Joy 101. Seeing those two videos would be a great start before you jump into groups with this one because it all ties it all together with this group video. So first, these are going to be your promotional group. So these either a client comes to you and they already know where they want to go, they want to put a group together, or you're trying to promote maybe your birthday trip and turn that into a group trip, or you want to plan more group trips where you're hosting or you're not hosting. It doesn't matter, just to promote. This is how you start. Now, you're going to go through, if your client already has dates and destination, you're going to search that. But if they don't, you could come up with an idea yourself. For this one, let's play around with Jamaica. Now, usually I'll come in here, I decide where I want to go, when I want to go. I prefer to do hotel-only bookings with group trips for several reasons. Usually I'll do these group trips a year plus in advance, and flights are usually not available. I like being able to secure that $50 deposit for my clients to be able to make that low payment plan. So hotel-only bookings are better for that. It's just a lot more hassle-free with name changes and cancellations when you do hotel-only bookings. With flights, it gets a little bit more tricky because then you have those rebooking fees, which are like, a minimum of like $200 per person to change these fees. So I try to stay away from flights for that reason. And most of your commission is coming from the hotel-only booking. So I just want you to understand that to begin with. But at the end of the day, it's your choice how you decide to put these groups together. I think this way is a lot more hassle-free for me personally. So once I've decided where I want to go, I'm going to find some dates. And I think for this example, I did Jamaica. So we're going to search some dates for Jamaica. I'm using Vacation Express, my favorite supplier, because I feel like they just have a lot of options for me. I love the customer service, and the portal I think is very user friendly as well. And then I'm going to show you guys how to put that inquiry form together. The CRM that I use, Travel Joy. Go ahead and check out that Travel Joy 101 video to make sure that you're understanding how the forms work, how to adjust the templates. You don't have to come up with all of these things. They're already in the CRM for you, whichever one you decide to use. I know some host agencies, they have their own CRMs. You have stuff like, I think, Travelify. I use Travel Joy. Some people use JotForm, where you're going back to the basics and you're basically putting those forms together yourself. Whatever option you choose to use, just make it work for your business. So now we decided on Jamaica. Yeah, I'm over here trying to make sure I'm going along with the flow of the video because I shared a lot of information for this video, but the recording was a little staticky, so I had to re-record over it. So eventually I chose Jamaica, and I'm trying to remember the dates that I chose, but they're going to populate here at some point in a second. I usually try to do a year plus in advance. That's where you're going to get those really low payment plans and pricing too, because I find that prices are a lot lower before flights even become available. I feel like when the flights become available, that's when they start hiking these prices up. So I decided on Jamaica. I usually do around 5 days for my trip. I feel like that's a good place to be. Now I'm really familiar with Jamaica, but at the same time, a lot of people don't really know, and I was talking to my team about this last night, that I've never really stayed at a resort in Jamaica. I have one coming up for my birthday in August this year, but beyond that, I've been on a cruise and I've got off at Ocho Rios. But beyond that, all of my training, all of my knowledge comes from the supplier, comes from being in supplier groups with other travel agents, comes from, other people's clients going on trips and getting recommendations that way, come from doing my own research. So I don't want you to feel like, okay, well, I'm a new agent, I've never been to this place, so I don't feel comfortable. No, there's a lot of resources available to you. Looking at this list of resorts, I could tell you for a fact, like I could give you reviews about where to go, where to get the best food, where to get the party vibes, what's far from all the activities, all these things, because I've been in this business for almost 6 years, and that's what just comes with the therapy, comes with the territory. Once you're doing your research, once you're running quotes all the time. We're in a Vacation Express group for travel agents. You see other agents talk about their clients' experiences, right? And you're able to gain knowledge that way to be able to confidently plan these trips. We just successfully planned a trip to Curacao with our team using this method that I'm teaching you. And I've never been to Curacao, but I was still able to do the research and find a hotel and, know what activities to take people on and all of these good things, because we have access, we have these resources. As travel professionals, you have to use them. Okay, so I think from this list, I ended up going with Iberostar Rose Hall because I really liked the price, and that was what? That was $772 per person. At this point, what you want to do, once you narrow down and you choose what hotel you want to go with, I want to make sure you grab your pen and paper, and you're going to make sure you grab all the intricate details. You want to know how much the hotel is per person. So usually I'll just offer a double occupancy price and let people know that they can run quotes for solo occupancy, triple, and quad if it's available. But the base price I'm going to give is a solo occupancy rate. So I already see that $772. What does that include, right? Usually my search filters out the taxes and fees, transfers, and insurance already. Okay, so if that's included in your price, you want to make sure you have that, because we're just gathering details for our form and we're gathering details for our flyer later on. Okay, and that's all we need from the supplier. So I think at this point I was still going through different hotels and talking about them a little bit. But I eventually went with Iberostar. Ocean Eden has been really popular for me all of 2023. I have a few groups going in 2024 to Ocean Eden Bay. I think that's what I was talking about at this point right here. However, Ocean Eden Bay is in Falmouth, which is a little ways away from Montego Bay. So a lot of the river rafting and stuff, where you get it for like $50 from Montego Bay, it might be $99 from where Ocean Eden is because of the distance. I was talking about here, Rio Reggae. I'm going for my birthday. I'm excited. And I was letting them know Ocho Rios was kind of like my benchmark when it came to Jamaica. I don't go to any of the ones above. It's, that's my benchmark when it comes to pricing and just quality. I was doing a lot of talking over here, okay? Secrets is a great one, but their pricing is always, and I think they're more geared towards couples anyway. So I did decide to go with Iberostar. And at this point, what you want to do is, yes, the hotel may have 8 to 10 different room categories, but as the person that's planning the trip, you get to decide, right? If it's your clients, even with my clients say they want to go somewhere, I'm going to decide, okay, based on the categories, I see which ones do I want to offer. So I see the premium room here. I think that's the standard. I'll offer that because that's the one starting at $772. And then I'll probably do like the premium ocean view room. That's $890. And then I'll do maybe the premium ocean front. And I'll also do the junior suite. Whatever the biggest category is, I always go for the most expensive one and the standard, because you never know. You don't want to assume that people don't want the best, right? And the worst thing is to end up at a resort and know that there was an ocean front swim up suite, whatever, and maybe it was $200 more, but my travel agent decided not to tell me because she thought that I was cheap, right? So you want to always offer. And you're writing these categories down with the pricing because you're going to need them for your inquiry form later on. And that's the next thing that we're going to do. So just to run through it really quick, as this video keeps going, We're going to need to find the right supplier, and that's what we're doing right here with Vacation Express. You're going to need to create an inquiry form just for this group trip, right? This is a promotional group trip, not a contracted group. And then you're going to need to select a CRM that you want to use to keep you organized, because a group trip can go from a group of 10 to a group of 100, right? And you want to make sure that no matter how big or how small your group is, you're being organized from the beginning so it could be a seamless experience going forward, okay? And then I'm going to show you guys how to create a flyer in Canva. You do not have to be a professional digital media person to use Canva. They already have those people on Canva, these professionals that are creating these beautiful flyers for you. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that, how to manipulate these templates. In addition to the fact that the template I created in this video, I'm going to give it to you guys absolutely for free. It's going to be posted with this YouTube video in the detailed description box. So go ahead and hit that to be able to have access to that free video template that you could use for your group trips moving forward. And then in the end, I would suggest doing a group chat, okay? So now this is the point where I'm going through Vacation Express and I'm going to the booking screen just to get a lot more information. I want to see what my commission is going to look like, right? And we're seeing it's $220, $260 over here. I love that, because then maybe if I set a goal to sell, 10 rooms or 20 rooms, right? 10 rooms could be a $2,000 commission or a $4,000 commission. Maybe I want a $10,000 commission, right? You get to set your goals on when you're promoting these groups to see how much money you want to make. Now you think about it, okay, if I'm promoting, having 20 rooms booked and that's $4,000 attached to that, what if I promote a group for every month? And these aren't groups that you have to host. These are just promotional groups that you could offer to the general public. You're just selling travel deals, right? And you attach a $4,000 commission per month to each month of the year. As a travel business owner, that's how you're able to plan out your income and really strive towards your goals, versus just being all willy-nilly. Okay, maybe I sell a travel deals, maybe I don't know. Think about it, write it down, execute it, okay? So now we're just going to go through here and get all of the information that we need. We need to know what the deposit is supposed to be. We need to know what the final payment date is going to be, right? With the final payment date, when I'm hosting group trips, I'm always making sure that I'm giving myself a good week or two window. So if the deposit is due on the 1st of a month, I'm probably going to have it due personally on my end, the 15th of the month prior, right? Here you're able to go through all the different insurance types that are available. Even below this, you're going to have excursions and things that you could add on. These are all things that you could add on to make the trip a lot more fun. Now, if I do add insurance, you see the deposit goes up. So I think the insurance is $69 per person. So that takes my $50 deposit to $119, which is still a low deposit. And you're able to work that insurance into each person without deciding. It depends. Some of my trips I offer that low $50 deposit, and people get to choose if they want to add the insurance later or they want to decline insurance. With declining insurance, always make sure that you're offering an insurance waiver to basically show that something that was offered to your client and they decline, so they accept any liabilities, anything that happens with cancellations. You already know that you covered your basis, right? And these are the excursions. You're able to add these. So when you see other travel agents with planned out itineraries and they're able to say, we're going to do this day, that day, this is how you do it. Now, you have the option to pre-add these to your quote, but what I like to do is I'll start with that $772, and that's my base price. And what I'll do in my inquiry form is add a lot of these excursions, let people choose what they want to participate in, right? So you could have an itinerary together that'd be like, hey, on Monday we're doing river rafting, on Sunday we're doing the boat ride, right? But if someone wants to lay around at the hotel instead of doing any of this, it should be their choice to do so, okay? So it's a great idea to have these as an option on your inquiry form. And I'm going to show you guys how to put that together next. As soon as I get off of this Vacation Express page, I don't know what else I was talking about, y'all, but clearly I was talking a lot. Okay, another thing you'd want to do now that you have your supplier and you already have all the details, I'll go ahead and grab some pictures of that beautiful resort. The Iberostar Rose Hall Beach, they have a really beautiful pool. I think they have multiple pools, swim up pools. The rooms are gorgeous. The food is really good too there. I've always heard about from clients the jerk chicken is good there. So I'd even find a picture of some jerk chicken, y'all, to throw on my flyer as well. And that's going to come up later on number 4. So basically, the only thing we need here, we need our hotel date. Let's see. Okay, I'm skipping now. I'm going to Travel Joy. Okay. Now with Travel Joy, we're going to do 2 and 3 together. We're going to talk about our CRM. We're going to talk about doing the inquiry forms. The first thing we're going to do is the inquiry form. We're going to go to templates and go to forms. Now, Travel Joy already has these forms created for you, but as you can see in my personal Travel Joy, I have a bunch of trips in here because this is how I do and execute all my group trips, y'all. I'm giving y'all the cheat code right here, okay? I'm creating an inquiry form for every proposed promotional group that I'm doing because I want it to be specific to that group and that hotel. So what I'm going to do here, I think here I was showing you guys my inquiry form. What was this? That was a simple inquiry form. So now I'm going to edit this and make it my Jamaica. So I'm going to put the name on it because later on we're going to need to be able to identify this form when we add it to the group page. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So I'm just going to put Jamaica, put something that lets me remember Jamaica Iberia Star in here. Perfect. And then I'm going to go through and edit. This is just like an add, drop, and edit type form where you're able to change it to what you want it to be. I remove where would you like to go because we already know we're going to Jamaica. That's already a thing, right? So what was I doing here? I was putting something about let me know. Oh, let's coordinate your Jamaica trip. I think that's what I put on here. Because this is a promotional group. Now, mind you, this could be a group that your client already came with all the details and they know where they want to go and you're putting this together for their group, or it could be a promotional group that you're hosting, or one that you're just throwing together to promote travel deals, right? So let's see what else I did here. Bear with me, y'all. Remember, I'm narrating this. I created this video a while ago. So I was talking as I was creating it. So now I'm basically trying to go back to see what I did and explain as best as possible for you guys. Because this is something I see a lot. A lot of agents want to know how to put group trips together. And this is a pretty simple system that you could duplicate time and time again to successfully get groups out of the group chat. And having this system really helps you because when you're able to explain the system to your clients, they're like, okay, you know what, she has it under control. Another thing I don't like is when you're planning a group trip for someone, but you have to use the person that the host of the group as a mediator. You have to, can you email this person or call this person and tell them to fill out this form, whatever? No. You need to have all of this stuff in the click of a link, and all the group lead needs to do is send the link once to the entire group, and then now you have direct communication with the group, and the group lead doesn't feel like they're the one planning the group themselves, right? You take a lot of the hassle away from them. That's your job as the agent to do that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting the room categories here, and I'm putting the starting prices for everything, right? So I'm starting with a premium. I think I added something to that. I think it was maybe insurance because now it went up from $772 to $795. So I think I added something to that. I don't remember what I added. But basically what I'm doing is I'm putting the room categories that I chose. So it had like 5 or 6 room categories on Vacation Express, but I think I chose like 3 or 4 of them that I wanted to use specifically for my group. Then I put the starting prices. It's okay to quote starting prices here because no matter what, prices are subject to change, and that's something that you need to learn to communicate. So a lot of people are like, okay, so what if I book one room and then the price changes? If you book one room and the price changes, and then the person that was booking second needed to book faster, right? That's not your fault. At no point, I don't think, if 10 people are looking to go on a trip, are all 10 people going to be ready to pay at the same time, right? They're going to trickle in. Maybe a few today, maybe a few tomorrow, maybe a few next month, right? You're not in control of the prices. But once you quote a price, it's up to them to be able to lock that price in when it's available. The more people you book, and just like supply and demand, the price is going to go up. So my preference is to always book the group host first, so they get the best and lowest price, and then I'll keep booking everyone else. The way to get around this is by doing a contracted group. When you're in a contracted group or blocking rooms at the hotel, you get a specific price. If they said it's 500, it's 500. It's not going to move. And there are a lot of perks that come with contracted groups. I would recommend getting with the supplier's group department. I personally don't do that because I don't want to be responsible for any rooms that are not paid, or when cancellations happen. And then the prices change. I don't want to do any of that. Or rooms not sold and trying to get them covered. No. With a promotional group, you're basically just selling what sells. If it doesn't, you're not responsible for it. Okay? So let's go through this form real quick. I'm asking what's your departure city because I want to know where people are coming from, even though I'm not booking the flights, okay? Or to be able to better advise them when they're booking their flights. Like if I know somebody's coming from Antigua and they want to go to Jamaica, I know that some people in the Caribbean, they don't have access to fly direct to Montego Bay. They have to fly through Kingston. And flying through Kingston means that it's going to be an hour and a half or so ride to Montego Bay on a transfer. That's something I need to communicate with my client before they actually book this trip, right? So just getting all of the intricate information is very important. I want to put insurance on here and put the starting prices. So I know the travel credit is going to be $669. I know the cash refund is going to be $129. I think I went back here to just double check what it was, and it was $129 because I know Vacation Express like the palm of my hands, okay? And then so I like to put on here like I'll put insurance with medical, so that's the VPI. I think that's $149 or so. And then I like to put no insurance. I'll sign the waiver, and I also put I'll add insurance later. Book me now for $50. Right? So they get to choose what they want to spend and when. With that option, though, you want to always make sure that you're following up because with Vacation Express specifically, the cash refund, the insurance, you have to add it within 7 days of booking the trip, and with the travel credit, you have until the final payment date. So you have to know that to be able to inform your client. Well, you didn't remind me that I need to add insurance, and now no. You need to make sure if you're doing things like this that you're on your P's and Q's, and that's what having a CRM does. Just helps keep you organized. So that extra $30 or whatever for Travel Joy is 100% worth it. And if you're a new agent and you're looking to start with Travel Joy, I'm going to post my affiliate link down in the bottom that you're able to get the first 3 months for $15. And you still get the 7-day trial to check it out and make sure it's for you. Or even checking out my 101 video would help you a lot to decide, okay, if this works. I just love how everything is automated and you have a lot of templates to be able to manipulate versus having to come up with all this stuff yourself with something like JotForm. But JotForm is a free option for new agents who don't want to put that additional expense in. Okay, so what else are we going to add to this? We have insurance. We have the room categories. We want to know where people are coming from. What else are we going to put on this form? All right, so I decided to put excursions on this. So I did the Cool Runnings boat tour in Jamaica, and that stops at Dunn's River Falls. That was an option. And then let's see what else I did. Y'all just follow and bear along with me right here because I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. And this part right here is just the inquiry form section. So we already found the supplier. We're doing the inquiry form. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about the CRM. I'm going to show you guys how to embed this form into a group and get that link that you need to send to your group lead and the rest of her guests. Right? So I gave them the option to add the group cruise or not. I gave them the option to put how many travelers, what's their departure city. Okay, let's see what else I put on here. Okay, I think this was the one with, are you deposit ready? This is a question I like to ask a lot because this helps me to prioritize my day and my schedule. If I'm booking a group trip and I see a form comes into my email and are you deposit ready? Yes, please. I'm about to stop doing what I'm doing if I'm at work or whatever. I'm 911 operator, so I do have somewhat flexibility with doing my travel business while at work. I'm going to just go ahead and put your payment plans together really quick and send it out to you to get you locked in. Okay. But if you says, no, I'll book later. Sometimes I put, no, I'll be ready in 2 weeks or ready in a month. I know that I don't have to rush to do this today. And if Tuesdays is the day that I decided I'm going to send quotes out, I could do it on Tuesday, right? Or whatever day works. But it just helps me personally to prioritize how fast I'm getting that quote back to them or that payment plan sent to them. Okay. Is this it? What else did I put? Okay, I think here I was showing you guys my Curacao trip that I just did in May. And everything. Okay, I had, are you ready to book? I had the insurance on here. Oh, I had bedding requests. Now, I need new travel agents to understand that bedding requests are always based on hotel availability at check-in. It's not something that you could commit to or tell people, hey, you're definitely going to get a king bed. No, you can't say that. Especially when the hotels have they have kings and doubles. I see it on the side. I'll put the option on my form just because I want to put a note in and request it for you. You need to make sure that your clients know that, hey, if you show up at this hotel and they don't have that it was a request that was made, you don't have complete control over what's available when they check in. That's completely up to the hotel. Some hotels do have specifically the categories, like some of the reviews will have double room or king bedroom. Those are different because then those are okay. You're selecting the room while you're booking, but some hotels don't have that and it's based on availability. You could only request it. That's it. Now I'm going to show you guys how to embed this link, y'all. Okay, with Travel Joy, you're going to go and you're going to create a group. So this is using the traditional group booking page method somewhat, but you don't have to go through the hassle of creating a whole booking page, okay? So now you're just going to put the name of the destination. You can put the dates in there if you want to. You don't have to. And then you're going to go to create and select group form. Now with the drop down, it's going to take you to your templates, the template that we just created to Jamaica Iberostar. That's what we're going to find, right? You see how it's all falling into place? Then you're going to save and publish that. And once you save and publish, TravelJoy is going to spit a link out in your face. And here we go with the, that was inappropriate, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. You're going to copy and paste this, this group form, and that's what you're going to send to your client. Now, every time someone fills out this form, it's going to open. Well, I'm moving it too fast along now. I was just trying to show you guys what the link looks like when somebody clicks on it. I think I actually filled it out to show you guys too. Am I not awesome? I think I am. Okay. So this is actually what they're going to see when everyone opens up. Now, you don't need, you just need people to fill this form out per room, not per person. So I'm just going to put some information in here, select room category, put all my information, what I need. I'm going to put, yes, I'm deposit ready. And then anything else I want you to know. What did I put in here? Okay, so I had 3 people in the room and I wanted to make to say only 2 persons for the excursion, 1 person declined. Okay, I'm so extra. Okay, so I'm gonna put my information in here and submit the form. Every time someone submits a form, it's gonna come to you, your email as a travel agent. This is a group booking page. So every time someone fills out the form, that plus sign is going to turn into an additional guest. So now you're able to select each trip. So if you have multiple people fill the form out, you're going to get a drop down to be able to select the name of the person that you're looking for at the time. And that all travelers tab is very beneficial to be able to send group messages out to the entire group. So that's how you're able to, and you're going to see all the names in that drop down right there. You're going to be able to go in each trip within your group to see, their progress, their forms, their information. Be mindful that when people are sharing like credit card information and all that stuff, their payment plans, all within their group can only be seen by their eyes. It's not seen by the entire group. The only thing that's seen by the entire group is anything that's under that all travelers tab. The only thing at this point that's under that all travelers tab is that group form that everyone has access to, right? So now, I don't know if I went through this and showed you guys how to do a supplier invoice really quick. If not, the Travel Joy 101 video is amazing and could help you with that. Now let's see. What was she talking about here? Let me see, girl, what you doing? Okay, I think I was just explaining everything about the different trips within the actual group. And now we get to move on to the fun parts. We get to move on to the flyer. Okay, so you've seen supplier selection, you've seen the inquiry form, you've seen how the CRM works with the group and having those different trips within that group and being organized. Now let's move on to number 4, where we're going to talk about the flyer, y'all. Canva is my baby. I do have Canva Premium, but please know that there are good flyers on the regular Canva as well. My travel business for me is important. I have really big financial goals, so I believe in, in order to make money, you got to spend money. So when it comes to you getting the pro for all these things that I use, I'm okay with that expense because I know I'm going to be making it back tenfold. So basically I just start off with a few keywords. So I was looking at Jamaica event promotion. That's the first thing I started with to find my templates for this Jamaica trip. And let's see what I found. You could play around with keywords. Sometimes the first one is not going to give you exactly what you want. Just play around. What else do I do? Travel templates, trip templates, birthday trip. Play around with different words to see what comes up. So the first one I did was Jamaica event promotion, and these are what I found. I don't think I settled with any of these. I think I changed it to something else. Let's see. Okay, so we did Jamaica trip next. I get really into searching these things, and I'm not using a flyer until I'm absolutely in love. Like, I need to feel the energy. I need, And even though you feel, like some of those on the top said Bali, some say Europe, it's okay if you find a flyer that you like, just change the destination and make it yours. Sometimes I have to change the colors to be more with the country, I think. Like with Curacao was all blue. Jamaica, I'm doing my ice gold and green, that green, yellow, right? Or black or red, right? Because those are more Jamaica type colors. So let's go. We went back to the drawing board and changed it again. What did we do this time? Events, flyer. Okay. Let's see what that gives us. Okay. Sometimes searching outside our niches while I find good promotion flyers too. Even that DJ flyer looks like a good one I would use. If I wanted to make a flyer about hosting a trip myself, I'll put my picture and change the terminology to match that. So what did I search? I searched reggae flyer this time. Oh, that's my flyer I'm using for my birthday trip. Reggae, now I use that. What else? Let me see. Where's the flyer? Y'all, the flyer is gorgeous and it's giving tropics and tropical. And when I saw it, I'm mad that the first recording was messed up, because y'all should have seen my excitement when I saw this flyer. And that's how you should feel. It should be fun for you. Here it is. That's summer party flyer. That's what I used for this tutorial. And it's going to be available for free for you guys in the details section. You could just get that template link I posted and use it for free. I do have a lot of other resources I'm working on. I'm going to drop my Etsy link as well for some travel agent resources that I'm offering with detailed templates. My cheat code for travel agents, that's available on my store too. I think for like $9. There's a lot of tips in there for you guys. All right. So now with the information I've already gathered, the name of the hotel, where I'm going, the dates, how much the deposit is, that's what I'm going to use now to edit this flyer and make it really attractive. So the flyer basically needs to have the information for the trip. That eliminates the need to have a group booking page, right? And then the inquiry form is going to offer more information because you're going to be able to see the rooms, how much each rooms cost, what's included in the package, to be able to select what you want from the radio group. And then that comes to me, then you're able to see a quote. So you may have 10 people going on this trip and people's quotes looks different because some people may select insurance, they may not. Some people may select the excursion, they may not. Some people may select the balcony ocean view deluxe suite. That's $1,000 more, and some people may not. So you don't want to try and make the group one size fit all. You want to give all the options and let people choose what they want. All right. So I'm putting, I think, hosted by Ari on here. I love putting my name on things. And then, y'all, I really did not do a lot with this flyer. I really did not change a lot about it. I just feel like I am not a digital media person, but I love manipulating things that they make and make it look like it's mine, okay? So it's really simple. Just don't overthink it. This one was really quick, really simple. So look how attractive this looks already. And I didn't even do much. And I think when I recorded this, sorry, y'all, my alarm is going off for work. When I recorded this, I did it on my laptop. Usually I'm doing Canva stuff on my phone. Sometimes when I have, a moment down, so I work overnight with 911. I'm working 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'm up at night, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm on Canva just looking at flyer options and, favoriting it and putting it in my, so the next time I go back and I need a flyer, I know I saved this. I liked it before I could use it for this trip. Okay, now what am I doing here? All right, so that alarm threw me out really quick. But I'm basically still just plugging all the information into this. Put in the resort name, the date of the trip, where we're going, girls trip to indicate what type of trip it is. I like putting the deposit on here. Make sure I have that in bold. Sometimes I'll put the starting price as well on here. I think I was pulling that out a little bit to make some more space in the middle. But yeah, it's basically just trial and error editing to make it the way you want it to. Basically just make it your own. But honestly, I did not change a lot on this. One thing I like to do sometimes in the element section is to add like a white background to stuff like this. So you see where the straw is, where I have the dates and the hotel name. Sometimes that may be hard to see. So maybe I'll put like a background in behind that. Maybe a colored background. I could have put like a black background and put the text to white or something like that. Or sometimes, depending on the color scheme I have, I'll put like a white background and use the, what is it called? What is that option called? Oh my goodness, it's not coming to me right now. It's like that object thing where you're able to dim the color on it to do different shades. I forgot what it's called. Oh, it's called transparency. Yeah. So you're able to change it. So if it's like a white and then you change it, white or black, and you change the transparency, it'll go down to like a really light, like gray if it starts at black, to kind of have that tint behind it to make the words stand out and pop. Okay, what was I doing here? Well, I was getting photo frames. Because I just feel like pictures sell so much better. What's the sense of having a beautiful resort that you're offering for a trip, but you're over here with a boring flyer with all these details and you're not really showing the property? Sometimes the flyers aren't even necessary. Sometimes, depending on what you decide your marketing strategy is going to be, we're not just popping up with a flyer every day. Sometimes we're popping up with pictures of the excursions that we're going to be doing. Sometimes we're popping up with pictures of the resort. Maybe we just want to get pictures from the spa and talk about the spa amenities and different things around. Maybe we want to talk about the foam parties that they have. There's so many ways that you could post and promote your travel deals or groups multiple times over throughout the course of 12 months. You just have to get out of your own head. Stop limiting yourself. It's not just the flyer. You have a lot of resources available to you. Just use them. See what works. If you realize, okay, I post pictures of Dungeons of Fall and that's what's getting more traction on my page from my audience, best believe we're going to post that a couple more times this month. Okay, play around with a lot of different options and see what works for your audience. I don't want nobody on my video talking about, okay, can you show us a video on how to promote? There's so many. Don't limit yourself, okay? Search on YouTube. A lot of things that I learn are from YouTube. I've never done one Travel Joy video. And how many Travel Joy tutorials do I have on my page, right? I've never done any trainings for Vacation Express ever. Never done any cruise line trainings. And I'm doing tutorials showing you guys how to book them because I'm very comfortable with searching for videos to find tutorials, but I really don't like tutorials that much personally. I prefer to jump on the portal and play around, put trips together. I used to be on Vacation Express, literally putting trips together, putting names attached to trips just to see what the booking process looks on the end, to be able to answer those questions as well. It's just trial and error. I'm very comfortable with calling these suppliers. Pick up the phone. That's what they're there for. If you call a supplier and you hear, hey, welcome to Vacation Express, press 2 if you're a travel agent. What does that mean? That means there's so many people at the end of 2 waiting to talk to you. And you're scared to call and get the questions answered that you need for your... No. Stop doing that. Unlearn that. So now basically what I'm just doing is choosing photos. If I was not screen sharing, I probably would have went on Google and found resort photos for the specific resort that I'm using and used those. But since I want to stay within Canva, I just searched a random Jamaica resort and put that on there. I want to make sure I have something about the excursion. Sometimes I like to have pictures of food, and I'll get these pictures of food from the specific resort. Or if there's a popular restaurant at a destination I know it's nearby, I'm going to use that picture too to let them know that it's available. So people see, and they're attracted to things with their eyes, food, places, lifestyles. This is what you want to promote. And you see, I added the frames to that. You don't want to just add photos to a flyer. You want to get an actual frame so it looks more uniformed and you're not just seeing the photo edges and stuff on there. I love using, for promotional, I love using like the iPad or laptop or even the iPhone frame when I'm putting like pictures of people on flyers. I think those are really nice. But this is it, y'all. This is the flyer. This is it. It's done. You'll have access to this for free. I'm going to drop the link for you guys to be able to have access to that. But this is it. That's number 4. Number 5 is a group chat. Right? Basically, all I do with the group chat is, with group chats, please. You want to book a trip, even with the group lead being a client of yours, do not put a group chat together until people start booking. What you're going to do, and explain this to the host, you put a group chat together with 20 people, sometimes 5 people, 10 people may make it out the group chat. You don't want 20 people sharing, making decisions or sharing anything about the trip or trying to decide anything and they're not even coming, right? In addition to, when you start a group chat without anybody being booked, it's really hard to get people out of the group chat. What you want to do is book the host, put them in a group chat by themselves, and you're going to let everyone else know, hey, we have a group chat available for this trip, but you have to have a deposit placed. You have to have your trip booked to be able to have access. People love, using that FOMO, or the fear of missing out. They want to know, okay, what's going on in the group chat? I want to be in the group chat, right? You're not offering the group chat up front just willy-nilly. No, the group chat is available for people who are booked to really be able to plan the trip, get into the itinerary building and decide what we're going to do, what colors we want to wear. You're going to have some people who are not even going on the trip and they have the most opinions about everything and they're not even going. That's not what we want, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helps somebody to make lots of money this year and get some groups out of the group chat. Please make sure you post any questions that you have down in the comments. Feel free to hit me up. I love when you guys come on my Facebook. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Be sure to check out my Etsy store because I'm going to be posting a lot of travel agent resources available to you guys, like templates and different forms and stuff are going to be on there. I have about 5 things or so on there right now. You could take a look at the cheat sheet. Has been the most popular one for new agents who are looking, I just became a travel agent. What do I do next? Be sure to like and subscribe to this page and look out for more tutorials that are coming up here for you guys. Yeah, what am I missing? Travel agents, if you're someone who's on my team, you always remember that you're able to book free one-on-one coaching sessions with me if you need more detailed explanation when it comes to things like this. Social media marketing, groups. I do not do coaching sessions for non-team agents. You have to be connected to myself or someone in my downline to be able to have access to one-on-one training. If you're not an agent on my team, feel free to browse all my YouTube videos, ask your questions down below in the videos. Feel free to shop my Etsy store where I have a lot of travel agent resources, and look forward to the videos that are coming.